Hey, what's up? Yeah, so the 2023 you talked about is here right now. I mean, by the time you're watching this video, you're probably hours into the new year. And you said a lot of things in 2022 when you are asked to do so. I'll do it next day, I'll do it next day. The next day is finally here. What are those plans and those goals that you have? Have you written them down? Now, one thing about writing down those goals and those plans is that you're able to constantly feed your eyes upon them. Now, the truth of the matter is, it is what you consistently talk about, what you consistently feast your eyes upon, that becomes a belief, and that belief system becomes what you chase. I don't know what your goals or what your plans are for the new year, but I want you to know that one thing that must be of paramount importance to you is your mental health. Now, I don't know what you did in 2022 about your mental health, that's gone, right? But this particular year, I want you to be specific. I want you to be deliberate about your mental health. Now, be deliberate in the way you handle issues, be deliberate in the way you handle your relationships, be deliberate in the way you handle the things that matter to you. Do not live this year like you lived last year if you lived last year paying no attention to your health whatsoever. Oh, let me also let you know that there is really no health without mental health. Now, the reality is, no matter how much you spend on a lot of other things, at the moment you do not invest in your mental health, you would find yourself floating. Because the problem is, whatever affects your physical health affects your mental health as well. If you're down with any form of illness whatsoever, you begin to struggle with functioning. And as time goes on, you begin to ask yourself, what exactly is wrong with me? And that has a way of messing up with your mental health. And so it's very important that you pay attention to all the things around you. Pay attention to experiencing peace at your place of work, in your family, in the things that you do. Own it and see it as a duty that you do not let each day go by without you expressing gratitude for the victories, for the experiences that you have had. As you wake up each morning, be grateful for the new day. Be grateful for the gifts of life. Be grateful that you are able to get out of bed intact and safe. And as you go through each day, no matter what life throws at you, no matter the balls, the experiences that you have, maintain that calmness, maintain that stability, maintain that focus, knowing fully well that you are the most important person first of all in your life. And so no matter what the work is, no matter how the day is going, keep that sanity, center yourself. There are resources, that are bound for you to be able to center yourself as things go on. So do not let any circumstance or any situation whatsoever make you feel as though the world has come to an end. Trust me, the world isn't going to end just at your feet because you still have so much to do. But you must pay attention to it. Let me also share with you that it's very much important that you pay attention to your diet this new year. I don't know how you ate in the last year, but you see, food or nutrition, as the case may be, plays an important role in how you feel. It plays an important role in the things that you, in the way you perceive food and even the way you grow. Your growth is very important. You cannot be eating rubbish and gibberish and expect to be mentally alert and mentally sane. You get nutrients from the things that you eat. You get nutrients from the foods that you eat. And that's why you need to pay attention to your nutrition and your diet. Don't just eat anyhow, all right? Eat deliberately. Be deliberate about the food that you are eating. Be deliberate about what you are eating and pay attention to it. Another thing I would like to tell you as you begin this new year is to pay attention to your fitness journey. Now, trust me, fitness doesn't have to be rigorous. It doesn't have to take away sweat and everything. It can be as simple as taking a stroll. I say this constantly, that your fitness journey or your fitness routine might be as simple as taking a stroll around your estate down the street. It doesn't have to be strenuous, and just take it gradually. You don't have to do it in a way that life is almost out of you. No, take it gradually, step by step. Are there things that you've looked at that you want to change? Then begin that journey. There are a couple of fitness people around that are doing the real work. Now, I'm not talking about you taking slim tea. No, I'm not talking about slim. I'm talking about you doing the real fitness journey. Take a walk, get dumbbells, skip here and there. There is something about fitness exercises. It clears your head. It allows you to see clearly the things. I'm not talking about visions right now, but you get my point. My point is, it gives you a clear head and you are able to, get yourself started. So I've shared 3 things with you right now. I've talked about the fact that you need to pay attention to your diet and your nutrition. I've talked about the fact that you need to write those things that you really believe in and begin to feast your eyes upon them and being grateful every day, no matter how the day is going, centering yourself and focusing on the most important things that you want to do. And the third one, I talked about you paying attention to your fitness. Now, the fourth thing I'm going to say is forgiveness. I want to urge you this year. forgive. I understand that it's very difficult. I have been there, right? I've been there and I understand how difficult it can be to forgive people. Trust me, I am not here to sermonize you or to preach to you to forgive. So I get it. But you see, the truth of the matter is when you hold on to unforgiveness, you give yourself that opportunity to carry baggages and luggages that you could have dropped. And you don't want to live that kind of life this year. So I urge you, even when people hurt you, try as much as possible to forgive and to let go. You know why? You're going to do yourself a big favor. So we have mentioned 4 things already. Now the next thing I would like to say is that you build relationships. Now, you see, nobody can do life alone. Nobody is ordained to do life alone. Nobody is fashioned to do life alone. I often say that we are social beings. We are wired to interact with people. We are wired to belong. We are wired to want to be part of something, no matter how small it is. And so it's important that you build relationships, and the ones that you have from the previous years that are still of importance to you, that you maintain them and contribute your own quota to those relationships. Now, why have I shared these tips with you? You see, when we talk about mental health, we talk about mental health in the light of your social well-being, your psychological well-being, your cognitive well-being, and all of these have to do with, one, how you perceive yourself, what you think about yourself, how you interact with people. It is all of these things that can guarantee that you have a stable mental health condition. Because when your relationships are bitter, when you carry grudges and hurt within you, when you're not eating properly, when you are sleep deprived, there is no way you want to enjoy solid mental health. And so this is why I am sharing all this with you, so that you would understand that the foundation of helping yourself and enjoying a clean bill of mental health begins now. I mean, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. It begins right now, and it begins with you making deliberate decisions and deliberate attempts to actually do things the right way. Now, don't get it twisted. Along the line, you may get tired. Along the line, you may go off track. Along the line, things may change. I get it. But see, here is the thing. It is not about falling off track that is the issue. It's about you picking yourself back up and moving on, right? There are times that you may lose steam. There are times that you may ask yourself, am I even really doing the right thing? There are times that you may ask yourself, oh, I'm not seeing results, I want to stop. No, don't stop, right? What you should do at that point in time is to reach out for help. What you should do at that point in time is to talk to people or someone that can help you go through that phase of your life and deal with that situation. You see, when people talk about therapy and life coaching, it is not only for those who are ill or those who are down or those who are really confused. Sometimes you just need someone with a different perspective. You need a professional different perspective to help you navigate through the waters. Trust me, I'm not talking as though I am very good at it. Even as a professional, there are times that I experience my own murky waters and I feel like, don't worry, I've got this, right? And at the end of the day, I realize that, oh no, I should have taken a step earlier on. And so this is me talking to you both as a professional and as someone who has been through that journey, that look, you will never know it all. You must be ready to talk to people or someone that can help you navigate through those crazy moments when you feel them. And yes, I know that 2023 you've said a whole lot of things. You went to church, you had your own religious ritual, whatever it is, and you have prophesied and you have spoken things into the air. I get it. But I know one thing for sure, that it's not about the sayings, but it's about doing things even after you have said them. And those things, as we say, those doings begin with you taking actions, and they begin with you taking those steps. All right. And so it's important that you live with a mantra that will keep you going. For me, it's a year of peace and joy. Like, I just want to experience peace and joy. Everything that will take away my peace, I'm going to do away with them, right? And anything that will take away my joy, I'll put them aside, because it is me first. It is what you have that you can give. When you're struggling mentally, when you're struggling psychologically, when you're struggling psychosocially, you cannot give yourself to people. You cannot be of help to anyone. And so you must start with you. Like they often say, charity begins at home. You are the home. You are the charity. Begin with yourself. And once you're able to do stuff yourself, then you're able to help others. Please, 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 don't be a blind man helping another blind man to walk. Don't be a blind man, with all due respect, helping another blind man to walk. What I mean by that is, don't be someone who is a deep shit helping someone else come out of their deep shit. The danger with that is that you're likely going to find yourself projecting on the other person. I was at a point in my life where I was terribly down. I was going through crazy stuff. All I did at that point in time was stay off. I wasn't taking clients. I wasn't doing any teaching on social media or even on my platform. I stayed off until I was able to find myself back. And that is what you should do. When you're going through stuff, when you're experiencing stuff, take yourself aside, seek help, take charge of yourself. And when you find yourself, then you come back up. And so I heard you this year that you go out there, be the very best of it, be intentional about your health, be intentional about your routines, be intentional about everything that you do, and be ready to take charge of your mental health especially. Avoid the things that will trigger you, avoid the things that will make you sad. Look, things that are not adding value to you, do away with them. Don't struggle to keep things going just because you don't want people to feel bad. No, whatever it is that is taking away your sleep, do away with it. I wish you a very good year. I wish you a year where you enjoy clean bill of mental health. I wish you a year where, even though the challenges may come, you still stand strong. And I hope, as this is my first message to you, my first video this year, that when we meet on the 31st of December 2023, you would be able to say, yes, I did enjoy bliss this year. My name is Toluse Francis once again. If it's your first time on this channel, please do subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning to watch me and joining this channel. I hope that we can do much more together this new year and together grow in the things that we do. If you have questions that you would like me to answer, there is a link in the comment section below. Please feel free to drop your questions there and I'll definitely answer them at the appropriate time. Once again, Happy New Year. Stay jiggy.